118 to 138 for TMC, and similarly for BJP at about 150 to 175. So these two polls are predicting a clear majority as such as far as BJP is concerned. If you look at People's Pulse, they are saying 177 to 187 for TMC, BJP at 95 to 110. And at the same time, of course, that's pretty much the only poll, because if you look at the other polls as well, Praja poll as well as Poll Diary are giving clear majority as far as the BJP is concerned. So People's Pulse has a very interesting number. But if you look at even Praja poll and Poll Diary, the numbers that they're giving to the TMC are far less than PMark and Matriza. Let's look at the poll of polls. 122 to 142 for the TMC, BJP 141 to 164. So BJP a slight advantage over here as far as the halfway mark is concerned. Perhaps if you take the aggregate of the poll of polls, and of course has the advantage. But I have a question. If we have a larger number of voters, notwithstanding the voter percentage, but the actual voter Shekhar Iyer about 20 lakhs ahead more in the first phase, and that's expected to be a similar trend in the second phase, is this not a wave election? Can one really say so? And if so, would it not be a completely landslide? It would be this close. Is that really possible?
No, the problem with these projections is, BJP doesn't have that kind of a thing to, win in the second phase so many seats. See, from 18, you can't jump to 100 plus. See, I'll tell you, the People's Pulse, where I see Mamata crossing the half-line mark, getting 20 more, that looks more realistic.
Okay, Pradeep Bhandari is now sharpening his claws and he's going to come out gunning for everybody. Come on.
First of all, Navika ji, the spokesperson of Bobby Hakim peddled fake news. It was an AI-generated video. No CRPF has slapped an old man.
That is a Bobby Hakim.
Do not revert. Do not. I was listening to. Is Bobby Hakim not this part of Trinamool Congress? Has he resigned from TMC?
He is not.
Is Bobby Hakim not? Are you a TMC spokesperson? Are you a TMC? Navika ji, I will
Let's get to the point. He's a TMC man. Spokesperson or not is besides the point.
Stop being a TMC stooge out here.
Let's get to the point. Complete your point.
Yeah. First of all, it's fake news. No CRPF Jawan has slapped an old man. It's an AI peddled video which is circulated by Trinamool Congress. Point number 2. Please note this down. Not just the BJP will cross the majority mark, the BJP will emphatically one-way win this election. He was absolutely correct, because in 2021, 1,681 incidents of violence was there. This is why Calcutta High Court had to say after elections, there is no rule of law, law of the ruler. This time the goons like Jahangir and the goons of Trinamool Congress were not able to scientifically rig the elections, except 2 booths of Falta where you will see voting happening again. Now to Shekhar Iyer. 38% is what the vote the Bharatiya Janata Party got in the last assembly election, which was a 28% jump than the last election. In 2024 assembly Lok Sabha projections, if you add the projections, you are sitting at a base of 90. We just need a 4,000 seat increase to touch a base of 140 in 40 seats. Now coming to it. In the past also it has happened in Bengal. Recall the jump of Trinamool Congress by 15% between 2006 and 11, where the voting had increased by 4 percentage points. Here you are seeing voting increase by 8 percentage points. Study 16 assembly elections in Bengal. Whenever the voting has jumped by more than 4%, you have seen an anti-incumbency vote. So not just the BJP will win, sir.
He's making a fair point. He's making a fair point. Look at the change between 2016 and 2021. The BJP grew by leaps and bounds from 10% of the vote to about 38% of the vote. Can't they do it again? And the highest ever voter turnout happened in 2011. Is it history repeating itself?
Can I come in, Navika ji?
Yes, sir. Questions are to you, sir.
Yes. See, rather than going into this nitty-gritty and these numbers, which I completely disagree, and I don't even give these numbers the worth. The paper that is printed on is probably worth more than these numbers. But again, I will say one thing. Pradeep Bhandari is extremely confident. Good for him. According to these numbers, BJP is forming the government. He does not have to align chairs anymore. He will probably become a minister or something. Good for them. All the best. One question.
Being a stooge of Bobby Hakim. You know what Bobby Hakim said? He wants to make Calcutta Muslim majority. We'll not let that happen. Do not worry. You will not be able to read counting also this time.
Navika ji, undue advantage from the studio. Can I finish my point?
No, there's no.
That's why I keep inviting. I keep inviting you to the studio, Riju Datta.
Can I finish?
Pradeep, allow him to speak. Allow him.
Yes. So again, I will go back to my question.
Okay, 1 minute, gentlemen. Take a deep breath. Pranayam kariye. Pranayam kariye.
ऐसा कहना ना हो मेरी
Okay, all right. Please lower the fader of the studio. Riju Datta, 45 seconds to Riju Datta. Let him complete his point. Pradeep, I'm coming to you. Hold on.
I just need 10 seconds. Rather than giving
United Kingdom of America.
Want to travel abroad? Then break your chain of guys and get Skyscanner. Skyscanner.
Search all your favorite travel sites in one place. Skyscanner, the ultimate travel hack.
You don't believe the numbers. You don't believe the numbers. Well, let me.
गोवा में जिसको देश के हर कोने में जीरो मिली और इसको बंगाल की जनता भी सत्ता से हटाएगी।
Well, all right. Dinesh Varshney
को बंगाल की जनता तोड़ेगी।
Okay.
इंतजार करो तुम।
Dinesh Varshney also on the show. Left parties not making any significant inroads into anything here as the numbers are stacked. CPM zero everywhere. Congress, some people are giving it 2 seats. Everybody else is giving it a 0. So Dinesh Varshney, where is the left? Where is the left? Where is the Congress? Is it just a bipolar contest?
No. First of all, this is a narrative of the television channels that this poll in Bengal was only between BJP and TMC. It is not. Left is fighting very boldly, and we are expecting to win some seats, and we will be performing better vote percentage in many of the seats this time, even in first phase and second phase. As far as seats are concerned, we may win some seats, but this is not an election between BJP and Congress, though the channels have tried their level best to even these, I have serious objections to these numbers shown in the poll survey.
Last time, sir, how many did you have? Last time, how many did you have?
Last time we lost all seats.
Okay.
I agree.
All right.
Last time we lost all seats, but before that we had 8 seats.
Okay.
We lost all seats. But this is not necessary that last time we lost, we will not win this time. We have won many of the municipal elections during these polls last time in West Bengal.
Okay.
Even last time the poll said that in Kerala we are left front government is going back, then is going to lose, but we won. And same time this will happen also. So this poll came at around 3 p.m. and people are voting. Still people are voting in many of the votes. 40% people have only given this opinion in survey.
66 could well be on the way to even crossing perhaps the first phase, which was at around 93%. That number could perhaps be increased. It's at 91.66%. And this is, of course, voting till about 7 p.m. The numbers, of course, constantly get updated, particularly as the rural districts, those areas where there may be large clues as far as the polling booths are concerned. The people vote over there, and that number does rise. By around 9:30, perhaps we would have the final figure as far as the final turnout in the state of West Bengal is concerned. But I believe we have all the poll numbers. Let's quickly go across to the poll numbers before we shift focus. This is, of course, West Bengal. 122 to 142 is it what's predicted for the TMC, BJP 141 to 164, and of course 2 to 5 for others. Let's look at other states.
All group, what is their poll showing?
Well, we don't carry other channels polls.
You
so
carrying?
You'll, these are pollsters.
No, I just actually wanted to know what are they.
We'll check that and come back to you. Let's take a look at Kerala.
Yeah, Kerala vote 5 is 58 to 68 for LDF, UDF at 70 to 80, and how it stacks up as far as the poll of polls is concerned: 55 to 65 for LDF, 73 to 84 for the UDF. So UDF clearly, of course, forming the government as far as these poll of polls and exit polls are concerned. Let's look at the next state as well. If we can quickly bring in Assam numbers. This is how Assam numbers are stacked up as far as the poll diary, PMark, Matriz, Vote 5 and Axis My India polls. 87 to 99 for the NDA. The Congress just managing to get 23 to 33, 2 to 6 in fact as far as the AIDF is concerned. And that of course clearly gives the numbers in a 126 seat assembly to the NDA alliance in Assam. Tamil Nadu, another big state that is, of course, going to see some interesting numbers. Various predictions. JVC's poll, of course, the outlier over there, giving 75 to 95, and ADMK, of course, getting 128 to 147. The poll of poll numbers, 112 to 129 for the DMK alliance. ADMK gets 86 to 103. TVK, which was expected to make a huge splash, gets 13 to 19, and others get 1 to 5. So this is how the poll of poll numbers are really stacked up as far as the 4 states that are going to the polls are concerned. And of course, there is also, of course, all right, this is the Tamil Nadu update. All right, I believe this is the new addition. Axis My India's numbers 92 to 110 for
Look at the
DMK.
TVK
And look
number.
at the TVK numbers. Oh my God!
Wow.
So this is what I was discussing with Shekhar Iyer earlier. So this is.
Can we check the graphic? It's
Have we inverted
the
ADMK
TVK
and TVK?
numbers.
Yeah, we need to perhaps.
Wow.
No, this
He'll fund the
is
government if he
this is
gets this number.
it. This
This
is
is the
it.
correct number.
Well,
So
may
what's
I
happening
tell
here?
you that
Shekhar Iyer, all the youth, all the women. One second. This is
This
if
is
this is
his
believed to be
number.
true. What has happened over here? They are actually getting more than even the DMK. Is that
I'm
really a
inclined to
realistic
Can we
form a
check the
political party
Axis
and go for
My
the
India
exit
number?
polls, Madhav.
Yeah, it's true.
Phenomenal.
well, Axis My India
I think
is
this is true.
Axis My India is giving 99
Yes.
to 120 to
If this is
TVK.
if this is true, Vijay will become chief minister. The AIADMK will support him from outside. If this number is true.
Without any mind.
This is not my number. This is Axis My